Let's see if I can navigate the most critical concept that I try to show people. And it's in this silly little picture. And it's what you are, where you came from, what you're imagining as self, and neurological networks. And these neurological networks can happen in meditation. They can happen in three-dimensional form. They can happen in all sorts of lifescapes. And as this man in the suit sits here meditating on what's behind the curtain, his source is beneath him looking up into the stars, which is very significant to his central self. See, he thinks he's sitting there meditating what's behind the curtain, yet he's underneath himself, meditating himself to see what's underneath the curtain. Normally people just paint these pictures, and then you go and watch the artist and you listen to the music and you see the work and you have to decipher it yourself. But as a engineer of code defragmenting or backwards mapping things for people, I try to show this essential self that lies somewhere in between the present, the future, the past, desire, passion, restriction, multiplication, learning, knowledge. All of these, wow, those are all parts of an experience. And how do those exist within your mind? And then do they exist in your mind? Because I've often taught people this concept of the body holds memory. So the body is a brain. The body is a brain and the mind being the overmind. So the concept of what you are as fire, but containing the three other elements as a cauldron, as an alchemical lab yourself, is why I at length speak of consuming of oneself, meaning urine, and to look at the clarity of elements, meaning fasting to the point where your body and the vessel that you're using, you can actually use the three materials correctly inside of you. And it's not even three materials. It's the water as the conduit, and then the material form that sits inside of it as a holographic point of reference. So inside of water is an element that you put. Meaning, if you have clear water and you put one thing in it, you can see it. And if that thing inside of the water is a diamond, it will be able to refract that light that comes from some source or even inside of itself in many dimensions. And so by clearing your mind, clearing your water, clearing your material, and cleaning the air that you consume, you're able to use fire in the most precise way. If you're trying to burn something that has dirty water, that you're trying to boil something that's full of a mess of elements, if you're trying to if you don't have the proper amount of oxygen, these ratios that make an engine fire, then it's not going to turn out the way you expect. But once you clarify, it's like clarifying butter to make ghee. It's like clarifying your brain to have a crystal still mirror that you have in your mind to be able to reflect exactly back what you desire in the universe. You can start to funnel from beneath you, meaning the dark black history of the earth and the soil and everything that is from the demonic realms, and funnel down the angelic realms, meaning more of a future essence of enlightenment, and you can put them into your current moment. So how does that work in practicality? I try to take very esoteric terms. I take very airy-fairy mystical, etheric knowledge and turn it into something that your mind can understand, your eyes can see, your hands can hold on to. And in that way, I'm trying to give you an X-plane. As I've told you, an X-plane is to take a three-dimensional thing and put it in 2 dimensions. I'm trying to give you a 2-dimensional idea of cleansing and clarifying yourself so that you're able to broadcast and cast out spells that come back to you as you see fit. If you don't know the language properly, if you don't have a clean tablet, if you don't have a clean work area, how could you possibly have come back to you what you desire? If your blueprints are already inside of murky waters, if you're unable to cast out the correct ideas, then there's no way you're going to get back what you wanted. So this is isolating an isotope, isolating the center of your mind to produce what it is that your mind, meaning male, and your body, meaning female, desire in unison. So clean your body, clean your air, clean your earth, clean what's around you. You can do it physically, mentally, and spiritually. It's not just sitting there in meditation, although it can be, but it's certainly cleaning the water. It's certainly cleaning the air. And there's easy ways to do that. We've explored through clay, through distilled water, through, in fact, re-ingesting yourself, through urine, breathing fresh air, getting around the things that know how to transmute energy, meaning a tree. Trees have all, they are plants. What have they done? They've taken the dead, they've taken the dirty and turned it into life. They take the dirty air, they take the dirty soil, and they turn it into something that's edible. So, as purveyors of this knowledge and conveyors of the knowledge to you as a bridge worker, clean up the elements that you ingest. A beautiful day, y'all.